Okay. One of my coworkers said that I was very sarcastic yesterday. Let me explain. Work has been getting on my nerves extremely, mainly for the fact that moving from Kelowna, where I worked at CHOP for a year, being a server SQL, which is a supervisor, no, like a leader, so to speak, cash person, actual supervisor slash manager there. I know the ins and outs of CHOP. I know the um, the rules and the regulations and the standards and all that other great stuff. Moving to Vancouver and working for the CHOP in Richmond, they don't really do things the same way. So yesterday work was really hard for various reasons. And today, let me tell you about my day. Trying to not be sarcastic, trying to be positive, trying to be very, just woosa, woosa. It was very difficult today. My morning was great. I got up, I relaxed, I had some breakfast, I played some video games, which is Diablo 3, which has just been released for a couple weeks now. Glorious. Love it. Played some of that. Megan, a friend of mine, came over and we went for coffee, we hung out, we went shopping, and a lot of great stuff. It was great. She really kind of lightened up my day. Like I was just kind of like, I don't know, just needed to, like, I don't know, weird energies going on. And I had to work tonight, so I was like, that's okay with me. I had a good morning, should be fine. Let's go into work being positive. And I go to the bus stop and I'm waiting for the bus, and there's this girl sitting on the bench. Whatever. It's a three-person bench. She's sitting here. There's an empty spot, and I sit here. And she's smoking, or whatever. And I'm going to try and use this as an excuse. She's smoking, so she gets up off the bench and she stands down from me. And I was kind of like, okay. She stopped smoking and she still stands there. And I kind of like, I didn't like stare at her, but I kind of like glanced at her, and she kind of was like she had this kind of like stank face on. So the bus comes. She doesn't get on. I get on, and she sits back down. What does that mean? What does that mean? Who does that? Like, I don't look like a serial killer, do I? I don't smell. My friend's excuses are my roommate's excuse. She says that she is OCD and she has to wait 17 minutes sitting on the bench alone before getting onto the bus. Okay. My other friend, my best friend, says that maybe she had a bad case of what do you call it? Smelly butt? I don't know, something like that. And she didn't want to upset me with her stank butt. I don't know. I was kind of like, I just like, I was speechless. I'm speechless. I was kind of like, I was quite annoyed. I was like, wait, why would you do that? Like, either way, whatever. Work was fine, It was, I had to close, and I hate closing mainly because you have to stay there till the very end, whether there's no tables or tables. Well, if there's tables, obviously you have to stay, but if there's no tables, you have to just stick around and do something. Whatever. Um, then my roommate calls me, and she's like, "Hey, I'm at Shoppers. I'm just looking for I'm gonna get a snack. Like, do you want something? You can have it when you get home." And I was like, "Yeah, like I'd love like an Eat More bar. An Eat More bar. They're delicious." And she's like, "Okay, cool." She sends me a text. She's like, "I couldn't find one. I'm sorry. I don't want you to be disappointed when you don't find it when it's not there when you get home. So I'm sorry." So I was like, "Ah, it's okay. I'll pick one up on my way home." And then I went out with these girls from work before, and I told my roommate, I was like, "I won't be there immediately, but I'm gonna go out with these girls." And we go to this bar, and it's called the Ascot. And it's here in Vancouver. It's on Pender and Richards. I've never been there, so I was like, it's something new. I'll go try it out, see what it's like. Get to the front door, and we're waiting for one of the girls' friends, who I guess, I don't know if it works there or something. He's gonna get us in. Okay, cool. It wasn't that big of a line. There's all these like young guys just in front of us. And I don't have a problem with straight people. I'm not heterophobic. I'm straight male misogynistic phobic. Like, I'm not phobic, but I'm just like, they just grate on my soul, and I hate it. I hate just that persona, that like that alpha male misogyny, just blah crap. That's what these guys are. So I'm kind of like, okie, just gonna chill here with my girlfriends, whatever. And there's people leaving and coming and going, being out and in. And these guys are leaving. And I think he bumps into this other guy in front of us. And then he's like, the guy who was waiting to get in is like, to the guy who's leaving, he's like, oh, what's up? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? And the girl, his girlfriend, or the girl is just like, okay, whatever, let's go. It's stupid, let's go. And the guy who's leaving is like, I'm like, I was like, this guy's funny. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like, oh my god, I'm leaving. I bumped into you by accident. Give me a break. And then the guy who's waiting, this is what I mean by what I don't like about these alpha male types. It was like, oh, faggot. And it's like, there we go. This is going down. So it's like, and I just kind of was like, are you serious right now? This is what I came out here for. Like, this is why I'm waiting in line for this. So then a third person who's with these two people is walking out, and he's a big guy, and he hears us, and he goes, oh, like right up to the guy's face, and they're both like, and I'm like watching this, and like go down, I'm like, oh god, like seriously, and they're doing something, I don't know, staring each other down, and then the bigger guy just goes and smokes the guy in the face, and I was like, oh my god. And like all the people who are like waiting around, because they're everyone's watching this, of course, because we're all standing in line, and everyone just goes like back up, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, are you serious right now? Like, so everyone's like, wow, 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 freaking out. And then so we got in, and I looked at Caitlin, this friend of mine, and I was like, I feel like I'm at a high school dance. Like, this is what this feels like right now. There's like teeny bopper girl, not teeny boppers, but like, I'm 24 years old. Like, I refer to these people who look younger than me, and like, they just are young. Like, I can just, their brain waves are just emanating like adolescence, and I'm just kind of like, my god, I can't believe I'm here right now. And like, people that are just like rude, and there's people pushing, and like it's loud, and I'm like, I don't mind loud, but it's just like, it just wasn't for me. And I was like, girls, I gotta go. It's like, I'm gonna go get my bag and go. This is the kicker of the evening. It might sound very minuscule to pretty much 99.9% of the world, but to me, I was just like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my Eat More bar. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna relax. Just gonna sit down. Whatever. Maybe have a bath. I haven't had a bath, but I'm maybe, just putting it out there. I get to the 7-Eleven, and I grab an Eat More bar. I was like, you are gonna get eaten so bad. And I put it on the counter. The guy's like, oh, just give me a second. I think he's doing a deposit or something like that. And I don't know, he must be feeding the 20s in one by one into this machine. I don't know, but he's taking forever. So I'm being patient. I'm like, just relax. You can eat this soon. And I was very tempted to just leave the change on the counter and leave. And I was like, no, just relax. Just relax. So he's like, okay, sorry. I'm like, oh, no, it's totally fine. He scans the gamer bar, and he's like, it's $2.53. And I was like, what? I was like, this is $2.53. And I had $1.50 in my hand. Like, I was thinking like $1.40 max. And he's like, yeah, $2.50, $2.53. And I was kind of like, never mind. I don't want any more. He's like, oh, sorry. And I was like, it's okay. It's fine. Where in the hell do you spend $2.53 on a fucking Eat More bar? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? $2.53, $2.50, like $1.75 max. You know, like $2.50 on an airplane, $2.50 like at a club. I don't know. Like, thank God my roommate had some Milk Duds when I got home because I needed some fucking Milk Duds. I needed something that was like not. I'm at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I gotta go. I gotta peace out because I'm just like gotta sleep. I gotta sleep. Thanks for watching.